Hey, this is Shadow King here. This is the first live stream. Whew, kind of nervous as I've never done this, but I like my community, so I thought it'd be fun to do that. I've actually got some more stuff to set up around here. I just don't know where to put it, but I thought some things I could do, even though there's probably not going to be anyone for a while, is talk about you know talk to people, as like I said, I really like my community. I just really like my fans because it means a lot to me to have people support me, because I guess I'm not always like that. But for now, I guess I'll talk about my relation to Zerg, I guess. Um the first time I ever learned about the character was when I was down with my family, and I'm just gonna take a seat. I was with my family, and I had not heard of Toy Story at the time, as I was very young. I think about 5 when this happened, but was it? They wanted to show me Toy Story, as it was an important movie to them and their family, as it was a very good movie, no doubt. When I was watching it, first of all, the name Zurg, all it could ring in my head is, that is a badass name. Because you gotta admit, that is a great name for a villain. I think a Z is a very underused. Hold on. A very underused letter that sounds very good. I don't know where to put this. I really don't. I'll just put it here for now. Actually. So, I watched it, and I came absolutely obsessed with the franchise. I wanted to watch all the films, but I actually had no idea that Zurg was even in them. In Toy Story 2, when I saw the whole intro scene, which you have to admit is probably one of the best opening scenes to a movie of all time. Really, you can't deny it. But when I saw him and his whole theme and how everything around it was all Z's, and even the path and the way the doors opened and closed, it was clever. And it was clever, however, was a reference to Star Wars in a very good way. Because actually, I watched Star Wars with my dad a lot. It's a very fond memory of mine when I was younger. But yeah, actually, he was originally going to be the color black and not purple, which the first design of which wasn't the first design, but the first designs that came were actually a year before the movie existed. You can actually see there was a rough idea of what, like, you could see a bit of what he seemed like he was gonna look like, but it more resembled Sully. I'm guessing there's probably a bit, like, you can go and watch the movie if you specifically see the scene of Woody seeing himself being replaced. If you go to the pictures, you can notice like some horn and a bit of light blue. I swear that has to be some version of Sully. I don't know why, but just makes sense to me. So yeah, anyways, I watched it, and when I saw it, I was in love with the character. I thought he was cool, menacing, and just all the right things that made a perfect badass villain. And honestly, I don't think I'm wrong to this day. I remember the first time I was at Disney. I had gone once, as it was just a childhood memory of that our family likes to do sometimes, a long time ago. It was nice, but it's complicated. I don't know how to explain it, but point being, I went on this Buzz Lightyear ride. I don't remember what it's called, but I do know it's still around. And you could see a giant package of Zerg, of a natural toy, and I actually lost my marbles, and I knew, excuse me, and I knew I needed one, and yeah, I remember I took a lot of pictures with the Zerg that was behind the cage. I remember it was funny because I asked why were my eyes red, and then I thought it was fitting because his eyes were red. I remember a lot of random stuff, but I love it. Um, yeah, so yeah, I remember I eventually ended up getting one, and I played with it non-stop. Like, favorite thing of all time, and I still have it right there. I actually can't explain why that happened. You can thank my little brother a while back for that one. Um, and also, I remember I used to use this a lot, and my mom found it really annoying, so she took it off. This was all a very, very, very long time ago, though, so, but, yeah. So, yeah, he's always been a part of my life, and when I met some of my good friends, as I had moved, and I didn't really have anyone to talk to, and through most of my life, I was just an outcast to most. I wasn't like a lot of people. I didn't like ordinary things that people did. You can probably tell. Um, and when I met others like me, we made the outcasts. Our little group for others who accept that they're not like everyone else. That we're a little different, and, we like that about each other. And, they didn't really have a problem with me liking this. They thought it was cool. We all have our own quirk about something. But, yeah, so I, yeah, I told them about this, and it kind of became a big running joke with us about my whole Zerg thing. I cannot even say some of those jokes. What is it? Yeah, and I knew I had a couple of things, so I decided I wanted to make a small collection. Yeah, it didn't really stay so small for all that long, but point being, um, yeah, I decided to build on my collection, and I wanted to have the biggest known collection, as I've actually don't even know if anybody has one. So far I'm probably doing pretty good. But a funny thing that I've noted that's happened is that I have a lot of like two of them. I have two of these, or and then two in packages. I then have two of these, and two of these. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I found that baby for like $6 at a Goodwill. That was a great day. Yeah. But that might be a little different. People might call me weird for liking this guy so much, but I don't care. I think he's nice. I think he is a funny character. A guy that deserved to see more of the daylight. He did at least show up in the first, I suppose technically the first, the second and the third film technically. I felt like it would have been more, but he also did have who was in a show in the early 2000s. Most people forget about that. But, yeah, I've always loved his character. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I've just liked him for weird reasons. So, I think that's about it. Well, ooh, I actually got a person watching now. Hello, viewer. Just been talking about that. Oh, hello. It's good seeing you again. Um, just been talking about why I watched this guy. Or, that was a wrong word. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so, this guy has been in my life for a while, and he's mattered to me. But, people may say I'm weird for having a collection, but, that doesn't matter to me, and I'm going to keep growing and growing until the day I die, and I have them buried alongside me. And yes, they will be turned to ash with me. I am not having anybody take my collection. It is mine. Yeah. I guess I don't have a lot to do now. Guess that's all of my story to give. Yeah. Okay, bye. Good seeing you. Yeah. Let's see, what else do I have? A story about him, if I even have any. Let's see. I guess I don't really. At some point, I'm going to get to go back to Disney soon enough. So, yeah, I'll be making probably another live stream about me setting up my new stuff and the different things I got. Some unboxing and stuff, I think that would be fun. Something interesting for you guys to see. Yeah, so I'll probably be doing that. This is probably about all I got. Sadly, only one of my fans came here today. I've known him for a while. He's been a supporter of my channel for a long time. So, yeah, anyways, as I said, I'll be here doing this again in probably a couple months. Yeah, I'll be opening some new stuff and coming back, and we'll be showing it off to everyone. Hope you are excited for that. It won't be in too long, a couple months. That reminds me, I was going to make a post about this, but I feel like this is just a lot easier to say here. My analog horror stuff, which I know hasn't been great. What I'm doing, or going to be doing, is I'm going to make a different channel for those, as I don't want to disrupt my general viewers, and because the content that I make, I do enjoy making, but it was never the purpose of my channel. The purpose was to give the mystery behind my character, but I haven't really done much of that, as doing a lot of that takes a lot of work, and I'm busy all the time. So, I guess I can't really do that much, but I've been working on a bigger episode. I'm going to be upgrading all my previous ones, taking them off of this channel and putting them to a different channel. I'll leave that in my community page at some point. I will be doing that. I will be giving more mystery, and you will not have to go on any different websites or anything. It's all going to be strictly just stuck to the channel. That channel, as I don't really want to have to spread it out and make it super confusing, as it really doesn't need to do that. I know that a lot of people probably would think, oh, it's probably like everything else, but I don't really think it is, because it might seem like that on the surface, but it's definitely more than shallow deep. Shallow deep? I don't think that's a word. It's definitely more below the surface than you think. But, Excuse me. But yeah, I'll be doing that in a bit. I've just been trying to get that set up for a while now. But yeah, I've been working on this. So I wish I had more people who actually came to do a whole questionnaire, but that's okay. It'll happen again at some point. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for whoever might watch this. I'll see you around.